Dude, it has been a fucking week.
Tell me about it.
Like, you know how on our last podcast, I was just like, it's not going to get above 40 degrees again cuz it's January, and look what happened. It got above 40 degrees again. Like,
Yeah,
what the
we
fuck?
broke fucking records.
Yeah, we broke records for like the warmest January or whatever, the warmest day. That was like the warmest that day had ever been in January.
I think it was something like that.
Something
Yeah,
like that. Or like it was one of the warmest days of January that we've had ever. Like, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Why are
I
people
will
not
say though.
like. Sorry.
I will say that even though it was hot, we did get some pretty snow. Like those big
Mm,
clumps and stuff like that. It was super pretty.
yeah, but it didn't last very long. It was like
It's like
not even
Alaska is
20
teasing us right
minutes.
now.
Yeah, it's being a little fucking tease. I hate this. It's like not pretty outside because it's all melty and icy and gross, dude.
It is very weird. This has been a very weird winter. I've lived here for like 15 years, and this has definitely been one of the weirdest winters.
Yeah, I think this has been like the warmest winter that I've ever had.
Yeah, there's like no snow. It's fucking 35, 40 degrees. It's just mind boggling. Like January and February are like the coldest months on record.
But yeah, so fuck this weather. I'm not a fan. Anyways, how have you been? How's it been going, Tama?
Honestly, not too bad. I'm very excited. We've done a lot in the booth recently, and we are putting off the finishing touches on this first single I'm getting ready to drop. So
Yeah.
I am so fucking excited.
Yeah, we're like, I literally, the only thing that's left to do is I'm going to attempt to do a key and tempo drop at the very end of the song. Maybe just a tempo drop. Maybe I won't switch the key, but yeah, I'm going to do a tempo drop at the end of the song. So that's going to be really cool. I've actually never done that before, so this will be my first attempt.
I think you got it. I think you got it.
Thank you for believing in me, dude.
Gotta have faith. Gotta have faith.
So, it's been a fucking crazy week in the grand scheme of the world. And I've got some things that I wanted to say about the fires that are going on in LA. You heard about that?
I have heard about that.
Yeah.
That is such a fucked up situation.
What do you think, man? Like what are your thoughts on all this?
Well, the whole timing of the insurance like pulling away from like their like fire coverage and everything like that, and the mayor taking $47 million and taking it away from the fire departments and stuff like that. I feel like there was so much going on behind the scenes. There's just it the way everything happened. I can't wrap my head around it not being like intentional.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I conclusion I've been drawing from this is I feel like some of this was intentional. I mean, the insurance pulling out, the mayor taking $47 million away from the fire department, and then not even 2 days later, fires broke out.
Yeah, so like for me, the the, the way that I'm like viewing all of this is, they took a bunch, like they cut a bunch of money from the fire department and then gave more money to the LAPD. And so the firefighters are already underfunded. Oh, and did you know that most of the firefighters, or like not most, I think it's like 20 or 30% of the firefighters right now are incarcerated people who get paid barely anything, and then they can't even become firefighters after they, get out of prison, if they get out of prison.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's insane.
I just pray that everyone that is innocent in this whole situation, I hope their families are okay and that
Yeah.
everybody got out okay.
Yeah,
Stuff can be replaced, but lives can't,
a lot of
and that's the
people,
most important thing. Is I hope everybody gets out okay and everybody's safe.
yeah, a lot of people lost their homes. Like, they don't have homes. That's fucking,
It's scary to think about.
it's fucking sad, you know?
Sad and scary. I mean,
Yeah, I feel like a lot of this could have been avoided. I feel like innocent, regular, everyday people are going to be suffering for a long time because of this. And yeah, brought to you by ExxonMobil. Sorry, I have this fucking hilarious meme on my phone. And yeah. I mean, and this is a pretty big indicator, at least in my eyes, of climate change. Like, it really is. I'm just like, we're having so many, like, we're having the record warmest, like, days ever recorded. If you can believe what some of the science hippies are saying. It's the warmest ever recorded.
yeah, and it's weird. It still hasn't like dropped or anything like that. It's like when I was driving over here to the booth, it was like 35 degrees.
Yeah, that's warm as fuck.
That's really warm.
Yeah, so for the first time, the Earth breached the 1.5 degree limit for a full calendar year, and the last 10 years have been the hottest 10 years in the last 125,000 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yes, my dogs are going crazy out there.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I think I might need to kennelize them. They may need to be I can't say it, and it's a made up word that I made up.
Kennelized?
Kennelized. It's like being penalized, but they're being kennelized. Oh my god, this is gonna be on the internet. People are gonna hear this.
Yes, they are.
Man, bro, okay, we gotta pause. I gotta deal with these motherfuckers. I don't know if you heard about this, but they've been finding, stowaways in, like, aircrafts. Like, in the landing gear, like, obviously dead. They've been finding dead stowaways in aircrafts recently. Like, there's been a little uptick.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like, they're finding people who are trying to stow away on a plane, but they're, like, climbing up into the landing gear and then don't realize there's, like, no oxygen in the landing, like, fucking crazy shit. So they either freeze to death or, like, die from lack of oxygen or both.
Oh my god.
And then their yeah, and it's pretty insane.
I understand things are expensive right now, but don't go risking your life trying to catch a free ride in an airplane like that.
Yeah, well, like, it makes you really wonder what pushed them to that extent, you know?
That is also very true.
Like,
dang, what would make somebody go out and do something like that?
Only thing I can think of is they're, like, trying to hop borders, you know? Trying to skip immigration.
That is true.
Like, that's what I'm thinking.
I can see that.
Right? Well, there was apparently, like, some lady who also got onto a plane without a ticket. And I'm like, how the fuck does that even happen? Because, like, how do you get on without a ticket? They always scan your fucking tickets. I'm like, how did that happen? But she got onto the plane. And then they realized that she didn't have a ticket and she wasn't supposed to be there. She was like some Russian lady.
That's like something straight out of a movie or something like that.
Right? But it's just real life.
But that's real life. That's
yeah.
Freaking crazy.
Oh, man. Can you imagine dying that way?
That must be very gruesome.
Like,
excruciatingly painful as well.
Well, I don't think it would be excruciating painful simply because, like, if you're dying from lack of oxygen, you're basically just, like, shutting down.
Well, also, like, hypothermia as well.
Yeah, but I feel like you'd freeze so fast at that altitude. We need someone who's a scientist to, like, comment and tell us how fast it takes to freeze to death when you're stowed away in the landing gear of a fucking plane. Like, because that's a crazy way to fucking die.
Yeah, no. I'd buy a ticket. Buy a ticket.
I don't think they could, bro. I don't think they could. I don't think they could. Like, why else would you do something like that other than, like, you have no other fucking option, or at least you think that you have no other fucking option? It's just fucking crazy.
It is.
Anyways, I don't want to talk about any more dark shit.
You don't want to talk anymore about dark shit?
No, I'm like thinking about it now, and I don't know. Scary thoughts with Scary Jeri. She's had enough. She's had enough of the scary thoughts already. We're not even halfway through this shit, and she's already like, nope.
No?
No. What about you? What do you have to say about the world?
There's a lot of fucked up shit going on right now. And I just hope that everyone who is in a fucked up situation right now is okay. There's a lot of pain, there's a lot of suffering, there's fires, there's bombs, there's just a lot of fucked up shit going on in the world right now.
I think everyone knows that.
Yeah, I know, but it's just crazy to think about. I don't think there's anywhere in the world right now that's, quote, safe right now.
Well, not really. Not truly. No one's ever truly safe. Like, no one's ever truly fucking safe. There's like 1,000,001 things that could go wrong at any fucking moment. And I was reading like a Substack article, and it was talking about how, like, well, you won't agree with this because you believe in creation and not evolution, but if you are one of those people who believes in evolution, then basically all of us here today are like miracles because we shouldn't exist and yet we do. And everything was like so absurdly balanced in the universe at one point that everything was able to like build on top of each other. And but basically what this person was saying was that, you know, the universe isn't working in our favor, but maybe that's a good thing because we're so miraculous, we shouldn't even be here. And she's like, we should start acting that way. We should start acting like we are miraculous for being alive and having a life. And I just thought that was really nice. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, I'm grateful for every day I get to wake up. As crazy as bad as things can be at points in our lives and stuff like that, at the end of the day, I'm just grateful to wake up and be able to experience the bad and be able to heal and move on from it. I think that's kind of a beautiful thing if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone has that one major event in their life that changed them. Like, everyone has at least one. Most people probably have more than one, but everyone has at least one moment where it changed their life and I don't know. Like for me, I know for me personally, it's the brain tumors. Like that was something that changed everything.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. I mean, there are things that we go through that I don't think we can actually completely get over. I just think we find better ways of handling it.
Yeah. I
And
mean, really, yeah, it's like how you handle it. Because, a lot of people, they can't handle their shit. Like, they,
no,
they can't handle it. And sometimes it takes not being able to handle it to finally get to a place where you can handle it. Like, sometimes you can't be the best version of yourself. And sometimes being that imperfect version of yourself is what leads you to become the better version of yourself, which is really another reason why we should just love ourselves. Because, you know, even the worst version of ourself was a version of ourself that got us to the better version of ourself, you know?
yeah, I look at every version of ourselves as a new chapter.
Yeah. Oh man, can I hit your neck stick, please?
Yeah, you,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem.
What's it like having a booth?
It's weird. I've never actually had a booth before.
Do you like it?
Yeah,
I'm fucking
it's weird.
staring at Logic Pro X right now, looking like at waveforms from when we get really loud.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to stay like consistent in like the volume of my voice. I don't want to get too loud.
It's okay, there's editing for that. I told you, I feel like I'm gonna have to edit this episode more than our last one. We're lacking today, y'all, alright? We're lacking a little bit. But,
I mean, we just had a lot going on today.
yeah, and we just fucking almost, like, your track is almost finished. Like, I just poured all of my brain power into that shit. That's why
It
I'm
makes two
lacking
of
right
us.
now.
Like the recording session, like just us recording it, and how you've been like help like mixing it and taking ideas that I have and putting it into the song and stuff like that. I mean,
Do you like my ideas? Do you
yeah,
think they fit well with your vision?
they do. I mean, everything like when you said like that first part was too long and it was too repetitive, so you added that little bit, and I like how it transitioned from like left to right ear and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I really like that.
Yeah, that was on the fly. That
I
was off
do
the
want
top
to
of my
say that the
head.
flame in your candle over there is getting a bit big.
Oh no, are we gonna burn to death?
I hope we don't, but
I
I am
think it'll
still.
be okay. It's not sparking or anything. It's just, you know what? You probably don't want to know about this shit because you're a good Christian boy. But I am well versed in the world of candles and candle magic or just candle omens and things of that nature. And a big flame is usually a good thing. It is dancing a little bit. But I don't know, maybe I'm just like overly optimistic cuz like people get freaked out by, like, you know how I showed you that video of the bouquet of flowers that I have hanging from my ceiling, and it one day magically was moving on its own.
Yeah, you showed me that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that scared the fuck out of our manager, but I thought it was like a good sign.
I thought it was funny how I recreated what I saw and everybody was just like, "Oh hell no" and shit like that.
Yeah, so this motherfucker told the story that he told on the podcast to our coworkers, and they were pretty spooked.
Well, as I was as well. I was just like, I don't want to fuck with that shit.
And I'm not
Whatever I
spooked
saw,
by it.
I don't want to deal with it.
I want to know what it feels like to be spooked, bro. Like I'm just like that's not even that spooky.
Like I said, I did a full scope of everything. I went upstairs. I checked every room. I turned on every light. Checked
if
every
we had
like.
been,
I checked everything, and then for me to see that on my way out,
mm,
I was just like, hell no.
if we had been fucking closing together and you had saw that shit when you were in your car, I would have been like, let's go back inside. Let's go check it out. And you would be like, no.
Nah, I'll get the necrometer out.
Oh, you would go with me?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
if I have somebody there, fuck it.
That's really good to know.
I mean, I gotta have a witness, right?
Oh
If you
yeah,
have a witness,
definitely.
it's fucking written in history then.
So, I was actually thinking we do like a special YouTube video podcast thing where we like go into the building in one of the top rooms at like midnight and turn the night vision on my camera and like just like ask questions and wait for like like just do some ghost hunting type shit,
I would be down for that.
I feel like that would be really fucking
That
cool.
would be really fucking cool.
And then we can like go to other haunted places in Alaska and have like a little mini series on YouTube of us just ghost hunting in Alaska.
That would be really fucking cool.
I feel like that would be fucking awesome.
As crazy as it sounds, even though there's not too many people that live up here anymore, the lore and the ghosts up here,
Oh, yeah.
and legends and everything like that.
Fuck
there's
yeah.
So fucking much up here.
There's
so much fucking lore.
Yeah.
About like paranormal shit.
You didn't even know about Portlock, dude.
I didn't know anything about Portlock.
Dude, you can go on YouTube and watch so many videos about Portlock.
As crazy as it sounds, I went after we talked about it at work. I went home that night and like watched the documentary like on YouTube.
Oh really?
Yeah, I watched like snippets and stuff like that. That shit's insane.
Isn't it?
Yeah, dude. No, this shit's insane.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying, I'll say that.
I mean, being ripped apart is a pretty terrifying thing.
The fact that you could hear like them communicating, like whatever was out there communicating and trying
That
to, like,
wasn't even in Portlock, dude. That was like in some gulf. That's definitely Sasquatch, for sure.
Do you think Sasquatch is in Alaska?
Oh, fuck yeah. You kidding me? We're huge. We're a huge state. Fuck yeah. There's things here. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that.
Yeah.
All I know is that I don't want to get ripped apart.
No, I don't want to get ripped apart either. I would prefer not to be ripped apart. But like, you have to approach things with reverence. You have to be like, hey, because I don't believe that everything is inherently evil. Like, even if it is a little bit malicious, like, usually there's reason. So, you approach everything with just, like, respect and reverence. Like, why would they rip you apart unless you're threatening something? Like, don't be threatening.
I feel like using like some fish as a trigger object or something like that and putting that in the woods with a camera or something like that around it.
Yeah, but we don't want to be
Behind the camera.
tricking them,
We're not tricking them. We're just gonna leave it there, and if they come by and eat it or some shit, or they come and like check it out, that would be fucking cool.
Do you think they'd ever get close enough for that to happen? I feel
I
like
don't
if
know.
it hasn't happened by now.
I feel like we would have to like find a fucking perfect spot and like be able to hide a camera like really fucking well.
Yeah, man, that would be really hard to fucking do.
It'd be really hard to do, and like I feel like the safest thing for us to do would be put the fish down, put the camera down, like hit record, and just let it be. Maybe say something like, if you're out here, we give you this offering of fish. We mean no harm or whatever.
We just want to get evidence of your existence.
Yes, we just want to know you're here, and we believe.
I feel like even if we did catch something crazy, then no one would believe it. They'd be like, it's not real.
Yeah, I know, and that's what's so hard about making content nowadays, is because like there are so many people that make these like paranormal things like happen and stuff like that, or they like put AI or like computer generated fucking imaging or whatever
Yeah.
CGI, and it's
You'll
fucking.
know that our shit isn't CGI because I don't know how to fucking do that shit. Or AI because I won't use AI. And because the camera that I'd be filming on is kind of like not as fancy, so like you'll be able to tell that it's a real fucking camera.
That's what I'm hoping for, like paranormal shit. Like if we like the main place that I want to go to is the Red Onion Saloon in Skagway.
Yeah, I want to go there too.
There's so much lore behind it about the Lady in White and just what that building used to be back in the old pioneering days with the gold rush and everything like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of spots.
I feel like if we like reached out, or if we could like get in connection with them or something like that, and they give us the building for the night or something like that, we could come out with something.
We would have to have like an actual following on YouTube for that shit.
That is true.
I doubt they do. We'd have to pay.
We gotta work our way there.
Yeah.
I don't think they would honestly let us like have the whole building to ourselves for a night.
Nah, not unless we were like Ryan and Shane from Watchers or whatever the fuck.
That's true.
Is that what their channel is called? It's called Watchers.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember.
This is horrible because I'm a fan and I'm like, I don't even know their So I'm just like Ryan and Shane. I feel like you say Ryan and Shane ghost hunting, pretty much everyone knows who the fuck you're talking about. Like, they're on YouTube. But yeah, no, I think we should start at work in that building at like just midnight. We should probably do it in the winter too before summer comes along because it doesn't get dark in the summer. So we should do it like we should get it done like
couple months.
Yeah, like February. Sometime in February. Yeah. We just like
say we give it a little bit.
We just like go into one of the I'm sure the boss man would be okay with it. We'll just go in an upper room where like nothing is identifiable and just like hang out at midnight in the dark, bring like flashlights or some shit.
Yeah.
And fucking record something crazy. And have some fucking crazy shit happen. Dude, I'd be really fucking upset if no crazy shit happened. Like, I'd legitimately be upset.
Well, you can't really control when it happens.
Well, I know that, but like if nothing happened, I'd be so upset. I'd be like, we wasted our time, you ghosts.
Well, I have a feeling we would get a couple of like intelligent responses with this app that I have.
Yeah, you think so?
Well, as bad as it sounds, I may or may not have tried using it already.
Yeah? How'd that go?
It was honestly a little terrifying.
Why?
Because I went back into the storage room and everything, and I was asking, like, is there anybody here that wants to communicate? And it was like, yes, I want to. It was like, yes, I am here, or something like that. And I was like, okay, well, what's your name? And he gave me, like, Michelle or something like that. And I was like, it's very nice to meet you. How come you're still here? And it was like, because I died here or something like that.
There's no way.
And I was like,
There's no way.
No, I'm not kidding.
You got me fucked up. There's no way.
No, I'm not kidding. There was no like magnetic interference or anything like that in that back room.
Are you sure it's not just like the phone app? Like, are you sure it's just like not made to like say those things just to like get people going?
I mean, I've used it a time or two before, and it like has auto-generated words and stuff like that. But with the way it like said it after like immediately after I asked the question is what got me like, okay, this might actually be real.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I literally asked, like, how come you're still here? Because I died here.
How much does...
Because someone died here.
I have a hard time believing that, but...
I mean, if it's so bad, do you want me to pull it out and so we can use it right now?
You want to use that shit in my house, bro?
I mean, it's up to you.
I don't want to use that. We're going to do this live right now.
I mean, we can. I mean, if you...
You know what? Fuck it.
You want me to do
Fuck it.
Where's my phone at?
I don't fucking know where your phone is.
I found it. Let's pull this out.
I swear to God, if some fucking crazy shit happens, I'm gonna go home with you. I'm sleeping at your house. I'm not gonna stay here. The fuck?
Oh, yeah?
No, I'll be okay. I'll be fine. Me and my
Alrighty.
ghosts are buddies.
It just said fish.
Does it not have like sound, or does it just show you words?
I turned the sound
Put
off.
the shit up so I can see what you're looking at. I want to see. Put it over the booth. So, sure.
Is there somebody here that wants to communicate with us?
It ain't saying anything.
Maybe you ask a question, because it was talking when you were talking.
Why do you think it's okay to be in my home?
Let's see. It said shadow.
Shadow?
Yeah.
Shadow. I don't even know what that means. You're like a shadow of someone. This is a fairly old building. What buttons are you pushing? What are you doing?
It said definitely.
Definitely.
After you said this is an old ass building.
Oh man, I'm definitely a skeptic. That's for sure.
It just gave us our first name.
What did it say?
And this is also a name of somebody I know. So
Well, whatever.
The name that just came up is Elijah.
Elijah, like Bible Elijah. I love Bible Elijah. Actually, do I? Probably not. Elijah, how old are you?
Positive.
What did it say?
Positive.
Positive? I said, how old are you, dumb bitch?
Okay.
This town is haunted.
What did it say?
This town is haunted, and then voice right afterwards.
This town is haunted.
Yes, we know this town is haunted.
It's a fucking Anchorage. Of course it's haunted.
Are you gonna come talk into this microphone?
Please don't. Rather quiet, are we?
Yeah, we're
It's because there's nothing here, bro. Because this is my space and my space alone, and they know they're not allowed to be here unless they're ancestors that want to see me do good in life.
Do you know one of our names?
What did it say?
3 o'clock.
It's definitely not 3 o'clock.
What if it's telling you to wait until that time?
No, or maybe it's telling me to look 3 o'clock. What's 3 o'clock? Let's see, this... I'm not even gonna try to do this shit, bro.
That way.
That way? Into my mirror? Fuck that. Fuck that. No. Ain't gonna happen. Good thing I have dogs. And cats. And animals that love me.
And some aminals.
Animals. Yeah, I think I'm done with the spirit box for now.
Is there any message you want to give to us before I turn the spirit box off? Grim.
Grim. That should be my middle name. Grim. I'm pretty grim sometimes. You're kind of dramatic at times.
Hey, what the fuck?
You're a little bit dramatic at times. I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes you're just, like, really dramatic about shit.
I ain't dramatic about shit.
A little bit. Like, when Boss Man will, like, ask you to do something, like, he'll get really dramatic about it.
I get dramatic about it?
Yeah, like, not, like, outwardly, but, like, I can tell on the inside you're getting dramatic about it.
I don't even know what to say to that. I'm not?
Okay, well, that's just something that I've observed from the outside. So, if it doesn't resonate with you, you can tell me to fuck off. I mean, truly. I was just giving you my thoughts because, you know, this is a podcast and that's what I'm supposed to do is give you my thoughts. You can give me some thoughts too because you're my co-host.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say. I mean,
Damn.
yeah.
The fucking kids are addicted to nicotine now because of fucking vapes because they're flavored like juice.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I still prefer cigarettes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there's a time and a place for cigarettes.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Like if I was on an install job all day or something like that, and I was offered a cigarette,
You'd smoke a cigarette?
I'd smoke a cigarette.
Damn. Low key, I want to know what you look like smoking a cigarette. Because sometimes people look good smoking cigarettes, you know? Then other times they just look like crackheads. I just have a hard time imagining you smoking a cigarette.
I mean, you haven't seen me smoke a joint or anything like that.
No, I haven't seen that either.
It'd be pretty close to that.
Really?
Yeah.
The way that I smoke joints and the way that I smoke cigarettes are entirely different.
Like if I'm working on something, I will just like have it in my mouth and do inhales like that. Or if I'm like doing a rotation or something like that with a couple of my homies or whatnot, then I'll do like a puff puff pass.
Nice. We're not supposed to talk about Boss Man, but I just want to talk about. It's like you tell me not to talk about something, and now it's the only thing I want to talk about.
That is all you.
I'm not gonna. All I'm gonna say is that he's great. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like waiting for this podcast all fucking day long, and then now I'm just like, this is gonna require more editing because I'm not like as into it as we were in the last one.
We have a couple of good talking points there.
We did. I'm just maybe I'm just too much of a perfectionist. Maybe I'm just like, oh my god, we have to live up to the hype of the last episode.
And, you know what we could do is just continue to just talk about random shit. I mean, this is your podcast.
This is my motherfucking podcast.
This is literally just about anything and everything. I mean, just take it as a phone call or something like that.
Yeah. I was looking at podcast equipment that would allow us to like take callers. I really, really like the idea of that for the future.
That'd be pretty cool. We would love to hear stories and stuff like
that. I
that.
really want like some of my friends who can't like come to the booth themselves because they live in like different states. I would love to have them on the podcast and being able to like have them call in. I mean, I could record a Zoom call too, but like that's a lot of like technical shit that could go wrong. I mean, I'd do it if it was the only option, but you drinking water over there? Yup, stay hydrated.
Yeah, this sweatshirt's getting hot and I needed to hydrate real quick.
Dude, it's actually kind of warm. Like, I feel...
I'm telling you, I think it's the candles. They've been burning for what?
There's only one burning right now.
Yeah.
It's just that one.
Honestly, I don't.
I really doubt it's the fucking candles. There's no way the candles are, like, heating this entire fucking room, bro.
Probably not. It could just be me. I don't know.
I think it's just warm in my apartment. Fuck. Dude, I'm so glad that I got today off. Shout out Boss Man giving me Saturday off, because I usually work Saturdays. But I got to sleep in today, and then I get to sleep in tomorrow, and then again on Monday. Like, fuck yeah.
Fucking 3-day weekend.
Right? Oh, fuck yes. I wish it was a forever day weekend, but... I will take what I can get. Nah, really, truly, all I want are 4-day work weeks and 3-day work weekends. I feel like that would fix most of everybody's problems. But you got to keep the same pay, but you also have to pay people enough to at least be able to afford fucking rent, groceries, gas money, a car payment, shit like that. Healthcare, you know, like the basics. Yeah, the basic fucking shit. Make sure everyone gets paid enough to afford the basic fucking shit. And then, you know, 4-day weekend, or no, 4-day work week, that shit, and then 3-day weekend, that shit. And then, like, it worked in Iceland. Why can't it work for us? I think it could work for us. I think we as Americans need to think outside the box. You know what we should do? We should, like, actually have joints. Like, I don't care if we light up in here.
You don't.
No, I don't give a fuck if we live up in here.
I will personally go to a weed shop.
We should like smoke junts. I just said smoke.
Smoke junts. Smoke junts.
What's wrong with me?
You're stoned. Go home.
It's not even. I don't even think it's that, dude. I'm not even that stoned. Fuck. Go home. Literally is in home. Fuck, dude. No, but like if we light up, I literally light up in here. Like I don't give a fuck, and we could make it like. Nah, bruh. Hotbox.
Oh,
We're gonna smoke the fuck out of this room. Hotbox it.
Fuck it.
I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't care. And then
I will happily bring what is necessary for a hot box.
yeah, and then maybe we'll be fun because I feel like I'm not high enough right now. I feel like if I was higher, I'd be funnier, and this would be a way better podcast.
Well, take another hit.
I've been taking, dude. It's like not doing anything. I don't know. What do you want to talk about, bro?
I mean, the colorblindness and stuff like that.
You want to talk about how you're motherfucking colorblind?
What was the one that was like black and white, Achromatopsia or something?
Oh Jesus! Let me look at it. I have it.
It's on your phone.
No, I know it's that's where I'm going. Fuck. Achromatopsia. Achromatopsia.
Acro M.
Yeah, acroma like MA top. Achromatopsia. This is not what you have, though.
This is not what I have.
No, what do you have?
What I have is severe protanopia, which is a severe red-green color blindness. I did like 2 or 3 different tests on like 3 different websites or whatever, and each of them, all of them said like severe protan, and they all prescribed me like the same fucking universal lens.
You see in sepia, but like worse. Cause you were showing me photos of what it looks like to have your vision, and I was looking at that shit, and I was like, wow.
It can vary, I guess, because you don't know like how severe the protan color blindness on the image is. So I can't honestly tell you if that's like severe like protanopia or if it's not, but. Yes, to put it in a nutshell, everything is a lot more bland. Everything is just, I don't see in the same shades of colors. I can't see in like, I forgot how to like word it, but spectrums. I can't see like in the same color spectrums as everybody else.
Yeah.
But with the colorblind glasses that I got now, it honestly helps. I can see a lot better like different colors and stuff like that, but I'm still colorblind. It doesn't fully like make me see what everybody else sees, but it makes it better.
Yeah, like, I love that.
Like what I did was I took the test without the glasses on, and I got a severe protanopia, and then after I put the glasses on, and then I did the test, it came back out as a mild protanopia, like very mild.
Yeah, so, that's dope. So that's like, that's significant.
It significantly increased my color vision. I was blown away the first time I put them on.
Damn.
It's crazy, just like taking them off and putting them on and just seeing how drastic the changes are. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can't even like. Color is so important to me. Like, it's crazy thinking about what life would be like without color. That's wow.
I mean, it's no wonder I dress in like gray and black.
But
that's like 90% of my wardrobe.
The what was it? Achromatopsia. Is that what I said earlier? Yeah. So that's like less than 1% of the population, and it's people who only see in black and white.
I'm very grateful I can at least see in a little bit of color.
Honestly,
I could not imagine living my life seeing in strictly black and white.
Thinking about seeing in black and white is like, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
Imagine,
I mean, dogs see more color than that. They don't see in black and white, which I know is a common misconception, but dogs can actually see in color, and the fact that dogs are colorblind and everyone associates dogs with having black and white, but you're living that nightmare. I can't imagine.
I don't think it would
life
be
like
that bad to
I'm-
see in black and white.
I mean, I would be grateful for the fact, like I am right now. I'm grateful I can even see,
Yeah.
but there's so much to life that involves color, and I couldn't imagine having every bit of color stripped away, except for like black and white shades.
Yeah, it's really interesting to think about, like, what would be like just not seeing in full. Like, that's just something that I've never really even paid much attention to. Like, and then I'm listening to you talk, and I'm like, wow, like,
I have been
I'm
avoiding
grateful.
ridicule my entire fucking life for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks.
I mean, one of my fondest memories is like doing like a self portrait when I was like in fourth grade or something like that, and the crayons we were using were made of like this specialty clay or something like that, and they didn't have the like colors written, like color labels, so I didn't know what color it actually was. So I just grabbed the I thought was brown, and it was actually red. So I had red hair in the fucking portrait, and I actually have very dark brown hair. So
That should have been someone being like, "Oh, this kid might be colorblind." Like,
well, what actually happened was is when I was in kindergarten, and like those like each there's like 10 numbers or something like that, and each number corresponds to a different color,
yeah.
and you would fill in the picture. And when I was little, they put a bunch of crayons that didn't have labels on them in front of me, and I was doing the picture and everything like that, and I got sent to the principal's office because they thought I was playing a prank.
Damn.
And I was telling the truth, and my parents were like, "Here, try this," and they put me in a chair in front of a table with like two different fill in the color pictures, and one spot had crayons that had the labels on them, and the other one it was the box of crayons that I used for the first one. And I completely did the first one just fine because I could see what the colors were. And then when I moved to the second one, I started doing it, and the teacher and my mom, they were like, "That's not the right color." And I keep looking at them, and I kept telling them, "Yes, it is. This is the right color." And next thing you know, I'm sitting in a doctor's office taking a colorblind test and being told at like 3, 4 years old I am colorblind.
3 or 4 years old is young as fuck, dude.
It was either in pre-K or kindergarten. It was something like that.
All right. I'm recording you being dumb, not knowing how to put on your headphones.
Yeah, I'm still new to all this shit.
New to putting on headphones.
These ones are weird. These fold up super weird. Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm having. I don't want to break your shit.
You're not gonna break anything.
Well,
Don't worry about
that's
it.
Why? Because I'm so cautious. I'm gonna avoid breaking your shit.
Well, I appreciate that, but I promise you're not gonna break anything.
Trust me, with the way I get mad and break my shit.
It's okay. I signed up for this. I wanted this. This is what I want. But I'm excited because what I'm going to do after we hit the stop button is probably going to wind down for the night, and I'll probably like watch a movie and make some food and watch a movie on my couch with the TV. And then I'll probably go to bed because I'm a fucking old man and I need to go to bed.
Hey, that's probably what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Probably gonna turn on one of my favorite movie series of all time.
What's that?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, I fucking love Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm sitting here going through the entire fucking playlist of them.
Hey, get out of my fucking snacks, you goddamn gremlins. Bro.
I'm currently watching Dead Man's Chest. I started it, and then I about
Dude, the second and third movies are my favorite.
Yes. Dead Man's Chest and then At Stranger Tides. Those two are like the...
So good.
Or At World's End. At World's End, I think.
Bro, these fucking cats. Hand me that bottle, please. That spray bottle, right there. They know. That's right. I don't even have to spray them. They just know.
She got the water bottle. She
They know that I could, so they run, and it's smart of them too. Otherwise, they're gonna eat my fucking chips, even though they're fed. These motherfucking gremlins. No, but seriously, I was literally obsessed with the Pirates of the Caribbean series.
Yes.
Like, most of my childhood, I was, like, obsessed.
I remember being, like, really young, still living in Texas and stuff, and I dressed up as Jack Sparrow as
Dude,
yeah, I was
iconic.
for Halloween.
Fucking iconic. Ugh.
Fucking awesome. I love that movie series.
Whose bones? Your bones? Like, fucking... I'm just, like, getting flashbacks from the fucking movies, dude. Oh, I love that series so much. Fucking Davy Jones.
That treacherous vessel from my body.
You know...
I cast upon it a terrible gage.
Oh my god.
If you stab my heart, yours must take its place.
Oh my
The
god.
crew are not bound to me. They are
Bound to the ship.
Dutchman.
The
And
ship.
the Dutchman must have a captain. Will ye leave?
That was...
Fucking love that shit. I fucking
Good
love
job.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, Davy
That's
Jones
insane.
was like one of my favorite villains.
Dude,
Fucking scary octopus looking motherfucker.
bro, he didn't even look
The
scary.
way-
He looks
the way-
handsome, not gonna lie. Low key, Davy Jones is attractive as fuck.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's his voice and like just his stature and the way he carries himself. You know, very confident.
Yes, he's a very cocky motherfucker. and I
Yeah, that motherfucker's like, you know, he feels the same way that James Bond feels. Like...
I will say, if there's anybody that hasn't watched the series in a long time or hasn't watched it at all, I definitely recommend going.
Bro,
and
you're
watching it.
making me want to rewatch it, but I don't
Fucking
have this.
watch it
I
tonight,
don't
you
have
won't.
Disney Plus,
You
dude.
don't?
No, I don't pay for that bullshit. I would have to borrow it from Kagan, but there's no way that Kagan's awake right now.
There's a way I could fucking screen mirror or something like that. The next time I come over or something like that, after we record a podcast or some shit, I will happily get on Disney Plus and screen mirror to your TV.
Oh, bro, I just need to like get it from my buddy, so that I don't have to pay for it. And
You're
then
not paying for it that way either.
no, but like I like having the log, like having it logged in like on my shit, so I can just use it whenever. And he'd be okay with me. He'd be okay with me using it whenever the fuck I want.
Shout out, homie.
Yeah, shout out my best friend. Shout out my best friend Kagan. He's gonna be so happy when he learns that he's in the podcast. I've put his name, and his legacy will forever live on through the podcast.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that you were such a huge Pirates of the Caribbean fan, because so the fuck was I. I had like a
love
toy
that
compass. I had one of the toy
Oh,
compasses,
shit,
like Count
actually?
Jack Sparrow's compass. What?
That's cool. I didn't know you loved Pirates of the Caribbean either.
Yeah, no, dude, it was my favorite. My first email that I ever made that I still use to this day, the first word is literally pirate. Because I was obsessed with Pirates of the Caribbean. I think I made it when I was like 15. Oh, yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I love that. I feel like if you like Pirates of the Caribbean, you'd probably enjoy Game of Thrones.
You think so?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, or House of the Dragon. Either one of the House of the Dragon's probably a little bit. I don't know. The second season kind of sucked, but Games of Thrones is Games of Thrones is Game of Thrones is classic, dude. Iconic. Like you have to watch it.
As bad as it sounds, there's a reason why I've like stuck to movies recently. It's just I don't really watch
Yeah,
a lot of TV
there's a
right now.
lot of like a TV show is like a movie's an hour, but a TV show episode is a fucking hour, and then there's like a bunch of them.
Exactly.
But like low key for me personally, I think it's worth it. I would recommend watching it, but I understand how like some people don't have like the time or energy
Right.
for that shit.
My thing is I would be worried about like I'd get it started, and then I would go through a period of like 1 or 2 weeks where I don't have like the time to fucking watch it or whatnot, and then I would completely forget what's going on in the plot, and I would have to like continuously start over.
Yeah, that's gonna happen no matter what because there's so much going on all at once. Like, unless you're raised on soap operas, like, you're gonna be having a hard time keeping track of all the different plot lines. Not gonna lie to you, that happens regularly. So,
I just
yeah.
want to be able to sit down and enjoy.
But the major plot lines you'd be able to keep track of, and like that's really like the big one. Me personally, what I'd be worried about for you is like some of the scenes in Game of Thrones at times is like straight up porn. Like, I'm not even joking. It's just straight up porn in a TV show. It's actually kind of insane at times. But that's the only thing that I'd be worried. Like, some people don't like that kind of shit. So that's the only thing I'd be worried about. Like, I'd never let a kid watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I think I wouldn't let anyone under the age, like, realistically, I think if someone was maybe 16, it would be okay. But maybe preferably 18. I feel like I'd feel more comfortable letting an 18-year-old watch Game of Thrones, because like at that point you're a fucking adult. Like, you're legally a fucking adult now. Like, you can watch Game of Thrones, it's fine. But it's got a really good plot and really likable and unlikable characters.
That's what I heard. I heard like the villains and stuff like that, and the heroes and stuff like that. They're like really fucking good. Like, you either really love the heroes and really hate the villains type shit.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Dude, episode 2 of Scary Thoughts with Scary Jeri.
We kind of hopped all over the place.
Yeah.
But I think in the end, that's what we're just going to be doing from this point on.
Yeah. This probably wasn't our
Doing what we
strongest. We definitely did not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being hard on myself.
You just gotta have fun with it, just like you.
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
With any project.
I think I'm just mad right now because I have to edit it, and I didn't even have. The only editing I had to do in the last one was bleeping out Boss Man's name. But now I have like actual editing to do, so I think that's why I'm being so pessimistic about it. But like, honestly, thank you again for being my co-host and for going on this podcast journey with me.
Yeah, no problem.
I feel
Thanks
like
for having me.
yeah, I feel like for anyone like, or like earlier, if we had started the podcast earlier today when we both had all that energy, like we were going off. Like, we just
We were
gotta
going off, and we were like
Yeah.
in between like takes and stuff like that.
yeah, we just gotta like maybe I don't know, but like I think it's just the lack of energy from putting so much energy into the song earlier.
Honestly, what
That
we
really-
should, honestly, we can keep this, and I would love to use this, but like, I feel like what we should have done is use this as the music day, and then tomorrow we should have done the podcast.
Yeah, that probably would have been better. I mean,
I'm not saying I think this episode would be necessarily bad or anything like that. I know.
No, it'll be great. But I mean, the only thing is like I don't usually have Saturdays off. Like, usually it's just Sunday, Monday that I have off. So
Yeah.
makes things a little bit. Get away from my snacks! Fucking cats.
Cats are becoming gremlins.
Dude, they're not even cats. They're like little goblin creatures that just try to steal my food. Anyways, for the people who have tuned in and are listening, thank you so much for listening to us on episode 2. Thank you for going on this journey with us as I'm honing in on how I want this podcast to be structured and shit like that. I'm just really grateful that you are all listening. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you are all having well. This is Scary Jeri signing off. And, hey.
Yo.
That was your cue. I'm
Oh.
signing off. It's your turn.
My name is Tama. Thanks again for everybody who's listening. If you guys like it, we love to hear your feedback.
Fuck
Thanks
yeah.
again for everything. I hope everybody's well. Y'all have a very good rest of y'all's night.
Good night.